This is Weekend Winners. Thanks for joining us. Proudly brought to you by 1Equine. Well, the Tab Constellations has come and gone for another year, but this meeting coming through on Saturday night at Albion Park is a real interesting mix. Several horses that we've seen compete over the past couple of weeks still in town, and there's a couple of locals that are prepared to step up to the mark, so it should be a very interesting night. 9 in total. We start at 5:10. I'm about to chat with Chloe Butler and Brendan Barnes. The informed Chloe Butler joins us now to jump in the hot seat to go through her book of drives for Saturday night, and she's with us now. Chloe, appreciate the time.
Thanks for having me on, Chris.
It's been a good week for you. Let's hope this trend continues on Saturday night. Your first drive comes up in race 2, and it's a good quality race. Kanye Crusader is your drive for Lockie Mandelman. He's drawn out in gate 6. Does that draw sting here?
Yeah, definitely, and it's an actually alright field, so I don't think we're going to be doing anything too special.
Okay, plenty of power to your inside. Black Hawk Joe, Chamonix, Ryan's Gangster, High Voltage, no doubt. All in form, all go-forward time, so it doesn't give you too many options, does it? Just likely to drift back at the start?
Yeah, just drift back at the start and drive him for luck, and hopefully he hits the line good and we'll be happy.
Okay, a win's not too far away for this guy, though, however, is it?
No, he's definitely going good at the moment. He's been very unlucky lately.
Okay, well, that's Kanye Crusader in race 2. Race 3, Obi-Wan. He's been super throughout the carnival over the last couple of weeks, running some really good sectionals, in particular last week. He was awesome last week.
Yeah, he's absolutely flying. No matter what you ask him to do, he always responds, and that's the best part about him.
Okay, well, you've put a challenge to him this week. This is a good quality race. There's several in-form runners. Doubtless Bay having his first local start. What's Up Sunshine, good quality 4-year-old. Cashed Up going well. The 1Equine going well. Make Mine Memphis going well. It's not going to be easy.
No, definitely not. I guess we're just going to have to play it up at the start, and wherever we land, he's always in the finish no matter what. So whatever happens, happens, and I'm sure he'll be there in the finish.
Okay. Do you think he's better at the mile or this distance range, 2,138 metres?
Probably the mile. He just can't seem to finish off that last little bit over the 21, but if he can get it easy and doesn't fire up and he relaxes good, then he can finish off well.
Okay, well, that's Obi-Wan there in race 3. He's got gate 2. In race 4, you've picked up the drive on Molly's Marielle. This is a race that looks like it's got a few chances as well, and she's capable when she's right.
Yeah, most definitely, and I'm sure she won't be far away with the right trip.
Okay, Valkyrie drawn to your inside. Probably looks the leader?
Yeah, definitely. It's a good gate speed horse, and we'll just have to sit there and hope for a bit of luck.
Okay, so if you're close enough, she's not without some sort of blowout chance?
No, definitely not. If we can get a good trip the whole way and pull out late, I'm sure she'll hit the line strong.
All right. The other drive I wanted to talk to you about is in race 7. Sam is Perfection. You know this guy well, and like Obi-Wan, he's been running some absolute rippers throughout the carnival. This looks really suitable, this race.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely a drop back in class for him. He's been absolutely smashing the line of late. I know his form doesn't look good, but he's been absolutely flying, and he will be right in the finish with the right trip. He's got a real good turn of foot to finish off the race, so I can't see why he wouldn't be there.
Yeah, and the other thing that stands out for me with him in this race, the small field. He's been going in some of those, strong capacity-sized fields, so the small field is going to suit him.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so is he the pick of your drives on Saturday night, Sam is Perfection?
I think he would be, yeah. He's, small field, like you said, and bit of a drop back for him, and yeah, he should be right in finish.
Okay, recent form very strong against better opposition. I've got to ask the question, you had a winner on Tuesday night, Mr. Freeze, Sam is Perfection. Which one's the stable favourite?
They're both pretty equal, but I think Mr. Freeze is on top at the moment.
Okay, is that because he's a last start winner?
Yeah, I think so. That's got something to do with it.
Well, that might change after Saturday night with Sam is Perfection if he bounces back into the winner's circle. Really appreciate the time and insights. We'll see you trackside.
Thanks, Chris.
Brendan Barnes jumps in the hot seat to go through all of his drives on Saturday night, and he's with us now. Brendan, appreciate the time.
No worries, Chris.
This is a tricky meeting, always is, post-carnival. We've still got a few up and about from the carnival, and then we've got a few of the locals that are back in the mix, so it's not easy to line some of these horses up. Race 1, Franco Nandor is your drive, drawn the inside of the second row. What was the first thought on the draw?
Yeah, obviously front row is always awesome for him. He's got unbelievable gate speed, and we like to be able to utilise that and get to a position. Obviously, we can't do that this week, so we'll just have to rely on a bit of luck.
Okay. Looking at that front line, is it going to generate pressure? Because the more early pressure, the better it is for you.
Yeah, it's sort of one of those races that it could generate a little bit, or it might not. It's not really a standout there on sort of paper, but yeah, we'll just have to wait and see.
How did you assess that last start effort when 6? Were you a little disappointed there?
Oh, he's a funny horse. He doesn't really try very hard, and sort of the whole way up the straight, all he wanted to do was race Mr. Diamond, and once he got his head in front of Mr. Diamond, it was just sort of race against him, and he forgot about every other horse in the race. I think if Mr. Diamond had been the winner of that race, he would have just raced him the whole way up the straight and done enough to earn money, but that's just the type of horse he is.
Okay, so do you give him some sort of winning hope here, or does he just need a lot of luck going his way?
Just from the draw, he's probably going to need a lot of luck. I think if he drew front line, he probably nearly starts favourite, but yeah, from the draw, we're going to need a bit of luck.
Okay, race number 3, Cashed Up. You know this guy well. In many ways, he was the unsung hero during the carnival. I did some quick stats on him the other week. I think he banked more than $60,000 in 5 starts. He won the Queensland Sun, ran his heart out in the Rising Sun. He was awesome during the month of July.
Yeah, he was. He just turned up every week and just raced his heart out and didn't run a bad race. And sort of the more he got up in grade, the more he just kept stepping up.
So he takes on almost open class opposition this week. It is a little bit of a step up for him. How's he going to handle it?
The draw is probably a bit tricky. I don't really know where we'll end up. It doesn't probably look at first thought like we'll be able to get forward, but we'll just have to sort of play it by ear. Normally we drive him on how the race is in front of us anyway. We don't normally make too much of a plan. We just sort of let him do as he pleases and just drive it as it unfolds. But he's definitely got some class about him. So if we have to get back, he's got good speed and follows speed well. And if we can get forward, well, he went super, sort of been driven tough last week.
Okay. Now, just last week, just watching that replay, second beaten narrowly behind Beyond Delight, he was awesome again there. He's just so versatile.
Yeah, he was. I probably erred in sort of dropping behind Captain Crusader around the corner. He was travelling quite strongly down the back, but obviously, the tempo was pretty solid, and we all know that he loves the sprint lane Cashed Up. So I sort of thought that I'd sort of get him back in on a helmet and try and get him on the bit and get him keen to go the sprint lane. But sort of Beyond Delight just got that bit of momentum and had sort of quite a bit of momentum on us as we hit the sprint lane. But sort of looking at it in hindsight, Beyond Delight didn't really get around that corner too well, sort of too wide. So if I maybe had to stay where I was and he was forced to sort of come 3 wide, that might have sort of been enough for us to win.
It was an exceptionally fast last 800 metres in that race.
Yeah, it was, definitely.
Yeah. Now, just with the 1Equine drawn to your outside, do you sort of map her leading here? She's got that blazing gate speed. Do you think she'll get across?
Yeah, I think so, probably quite comfortably, yeah.
Okay, so you've just got to find a spot and hope for a little bit of luck.
Yeah, we'll just weigh it up. We probably won't go forward or back early. We'll just sort of float, sit in no man's land for a little bit and then work out sort of how the tempo is, whether we go forward or back, I'd say.
Okay, race 4. Again for Gemma Hewitt here, Princess Danica. This is a mare that can be a little bit hard to follow, but she's got ability, and this is a race that looks well within her reach.
Yeah, she's first up. She had a couple little hiccups, and she's first up for a little while. So, I'm tipping she'll take a lot of benefit out of the run.
Okay. Bernie Hewitt's got some strong runners here. I Am a Joyride, Ballerini. They probably look the hardest to beat.
Yeah, they do for sure. Ballerini's probably not drawn the best there in 8, but she's probably a class runner.
Yeah, and just with Princess Danica, she's got okay speed. Barrier 3s can be or could be a little sticky.
Yeah, I'd say we'll probably get back from 3 and probably just look for a spot and try and come with 1 run. Okay,
speaking of Bernie Hewitt, you're going to drive for him in race 5, Infinity Beach, drawn right in the middle there. How do you assess its chances?
Yeah, I don't know a lot about the horse. I'll have to sort of dive in and have a little bit of a closer look. But anything that sort of Bernie's brought up, obviously they're all going to be competitive.
That run on Tuesday when 4th looked okay on paper, so there's something to work with here.
Yeah, you'd think so, and it's only going to improve off that anyway.
All right. Race 6, Jarrada's Delight, the star mare. Another one like Cashed Up. She tried her heart out during the carnival. Last week she was 6th. How do you think she's going, Jarrada's Delight, and is this a race that she can take?
Yeah, I thought last week was probably a career best effort of hers. She, she was probably unlucky she couldn't get a spot early. She was parked and had to go back to last, and then was following some that didn't really take her anywhere and was probably the only horse from wide making ground. So yeah, it was probably a career best from her, and with any sort of decent trip this week, I think she can be winning.
So from gate 2, that seems perfect. You've got a noted leader drawn to your inside crunch time, and then you've got some, likely types drawn to your outside. How close do you want to be early here?
Yeah, she doesn't have a lot of gate speed, as we saw from 3 last week. She just got herself trapped out sort of wide early and couldn't get herself a spot. But yeah, we'll just come out as comfortable and as best she can. And obviously, yeah, Crunch Time's a noted leader, but 2100's a big query for him. So if she's anywhere near the top 4 sort of on straight, and I think she'll probably be winning this.
Okay, that's a good push there. And the last race, Isolation, is your drive here. Another one that's drawn right in the middle. This last race could be interesting. There's a couple of handy types here. How do you rate your chances?
Yeah, he's as honest as the sun is. He just sort of runs a good race every week, and yeah, he's never too far away. We can drive him forward, we can drive him back, and he should earn some money again, I'd say.
Are you more concerned about Mr. Ibiza or Tizza Sizzler, or you respect both?
Yeah, probably respect both. Obviously, Mr. Ibiza was a big improver last start, so up until then he hasn't looked like doing much since coming to Queensland. But yeah, last time out he run really well, and obviously yeah, Tizza Sizzler is a very classy horse.
Okay. Out of all your drives on Saturday night, which one are you most looking forward to?
Jarrada's Delight.
Okay, we'll take the tip with her. Race 6, number 2, Jarrada's Delight, the reigning Queensland Harness Horse of the Year. Brendan, as always, appreciate the time. We'll see you trackside.
Thanks, Chris.
A big thanks to both Chloe and Brendan, and we wish them the very best of luck on Saturday night. Well, like I said, it's a tough night coming through. It could be quite challenging for our punters. There's a few that I like throughout the meeting, but I'm going to nominate the best bet in the last race. Race 9, number 7, Tizza Sizzler. He backs up after being beaten narrowly behind Delightful Dude on Tuesday afternoon. I think he looks the class runner in this field. Hardest to beat, obviously, Mr. Ibiza, the 3-year-old, but I think Tizza Sizzler can get him down. So race 9, number 7, our best bet. We look forward to seeing you trackside at the Creek on Saturday night, the first of 9 at 5:10.